Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Whole Woman Podcast. I am Kim,
And I'm Rachel.
and today we're going to talk about free days, which is something I think my friend Rachel's good at, and that, golly, I want to be. So, anyway, Rachel, what do you think? Like, when you hear the phrase free day, what feeling does that bring up for you?
Oh my God, it brings up so much joy and pleasure and happiness. And yeah, this girl loves a free day for sure.
Do you get them a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so make me jealous. How often do you take a free day? Like in a month, how many days do you have where you just pick either a whole day or a day part and just do what makes you happy?
For sure, every Sunday. That is me and my honey bunny's day to just be together or to be together doing our own thing or go to a show together. It's just our time to spend together. We started this tradition back in NYC because we both worked 6 days a week, Monday through Friday. And so there were days where we didn't even leave our apartment because we just needed that time to reset and rest our bodies for the upcoming week. And that's just something that we've never let go of. So Sunday is our day to just do whatever we want to do.
That's so amazing. That's my goal. Um, yeah, yeah. For me, when I think free day, I love the whole idea of it. But when I'm in the middle of it, I can't enjoy it because I feel guilty because there's like this whole list of things that I feel like I should be doing.
Hmm.
Um,
But that you have to teach yourself to sit in that and be okay with that and know that those things will still be there tomorrow.
yeah,
And so it does take some effort and some recalibrating of your thought process to say, I'm taking back whatever day a week it is
mhm,
and just really enjoy it and to be able to sit in there and do whatever you want guilt free. But it takes practice, just like everything else we have to unlearn.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Sunday's my goal too. I love going to church. I mean, that's not a have to for me, it's a get to. I just love starting my Sunday that way. But what
Mhm.
I want to do is somehow bring that feeling home and whether I mean, like a free day to me, I love to cook, so that's not gonna like mess it up for me. But like have a nice dinner and then just spend the day kind of either A, doing what we want or B, like snuggled on the couch with a good book, especially now. Like autumn to me means like sinking in and just being lazy once in a while.
But
Yeah.
I even think we need to change using that word. It's like resetting, we're resting, we're being quiet, like all the things that we don't do during the week because of all of our obligations. And I think there's such a negative connotation with the word lazy, and maybe I'm making too big of a deal about it. But I just think that changing our verbiage sometimes helps get you to that place that you would like to be with your free day.
Yeah. No, I love that. And the moment the word lazy came out of my mouth, I'm like, that should be a word. I mean, it should just be another one of those words that I don't use. I have them when it comes to body image. Why don't I have it when it comes to my spirit and my way I feel about time, right? Time for me. So what's different between a day off that gets filled with chores and a true reset day?
I think having that schedule that I did for so many years in New York City, it wasn't a choice, it was necessary. It was, I mean, obviously it was a choice. I could have run myself ragged 7 days a week, but I didn't want to do that and I needed that time. And I think the moment that it dawned on me that I am an introvert by nature with extrovert tendencies, and I did not know for so many years how much of my energy I was depleting, and never giving back to myself. So, A, when I learned that, B, when I led such a hectic schedule that I needed it, it just became a part. It was just like a no brainer. It was just like a hard stop, no negotiations. It was my day to be quiet, to maybe do things around my apartment. But honestly, knowing that I didn't have to go anywhere or do anything was a relief in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I think about my kids because, like I don't work, well, I might work 7 days a week now. But I choose it. I don't have to report to anyone or follow a schedule that someone else created for me. But I watch my kids and um like both sons and they're in their prospective homes, they have to have like this time where they clean the house, do the laundry, do the things like they're taking up what's supposed to be your days of rest on the weekend, and they're just checking the list, all the things I have to do so that next week runs the way it's supposed to run. And
Hmm.
so that's why I was wondering if, like when you get that free day, do you do things like I saw you purged your closet? You, my friend, the organizer, you purged your closet again. Was that, um, do you consider that part of like a reset free day because you enjoy it, or is that different for you?
That's an interesting question. And I would probably say that because it is something that I do so joyfully, it didn't feel like I was stepping outside of my rest day. But I also have learned for things like what you're talking about with your sons is that if I don't want to feel like I have to do the laundry, I have to prep for meals, I have to all on one day, I have learned how to make time during the week to space it out. Like after dinner, I'll throw in a load of laundry, and I don't have to really do anything. It's going and I'm still doing what I need to do. And that way I don't feel like everything that I have to do to make my upcoming week run smoothly isn't weighing on me. So that's another thing that possibly people and our listeners could, play with. It's like, okay, it's only Monday, but do have a load of laundry that could be done. Let me throw it in and see how that goes.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to prep dinner for the next night because I'm going to a event. Let me see how that feels. So I just think it's a matter of kind of trying things and seeing what fits into your lifestyle.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like to run the laundry while I'm sleeping. I just start a load before I go to bed, and then when I wake up, it goes into the dryer because a lot of times if I start at midday, I get busy with life and I start the load of laundry and I don't remember it for like a whole day. And then, in the summer, it's got like that weird musty smell. So yeah, I
Yeah.
get into those rituals that make my weekends, that frees me up on the weekends, so I'm not catching up.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so here's a question for you. Curious what your life's like. My husband can take a rest day and doesn't think twice about it. Like if he wants to go on a 3-day golf weekend with the guys and just golf and enjoy, that's okay. Or like on he blocks out Thursdays and he goes to the club and he plays golf with his friends every Thursday without question. No worries, no guilt, no nothing.
Hmm.
How come women aren't like that?
Well, let me back that up and ask. Your husband is retired, right?
Just
Just
retired like a year, yeah. But he did
okay.
it he did it still when we owned the restaurants. He
Oh,
still
okay.
made Thursday a priority to him.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's really kind of what we were talking about. You choose that that is my day, no exceptions. I'm going to do golf, go golf, or I'm going to do whatever. And I think men or women, when we do make that decision, it does become a part of our routine, a part of our lifestyle. But there's that bigger question that if someone is wanting to start this new routine or this new thing in their life of having more free time, more time for themselves. We've been talking about self-care for what, a decade now, and people still don't do it. Or they don't even associate with that word. It doesn't make sense to them. So I think choosing yourself is a better way to approach it because what better way to say, I can't do this because I'm choosing to do this. Like you said, I don't going to church is not a chore for me. I love it. It's a I get to. And I can't stress enough the power of positive thoughts. I know some people are going to probably turn us off right now, but it's true. I just don't understand how I could have a mindset for so long that was so negative, and in the past 15 years have grown to change that and watched the difference in my day-to-day life. So choosing yourself for me makes better sense. So I don't feel guilty for choosing myself because I didn't choose myself for so many years. And I suffered for it. I was unhappy. I was always judging myself. I didn't have good relationships. So to see the complete opposite in my world now because I choose myself, I can't prove it to you any more than that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I just was thinking like when was raising, like when our kids were still home, um, there were times where I would be resentful because, Jeff would take the time to go play golf on Thursdays, but yet I was always on mom duty.
Mhm.
But it's not something they did to me because I think that's a big difference between men and women is somehow women always feel like, oh, I have to earn it or I have to it's maybe I don't know. Like I've got to organize my free time. If I'm not here to take care of the kids or if I'm not here to clean the house or if I'm not here to cook the meal, is it going to get done? And who cares? I mean, like you got to take care of the kids. I don't think you could just like, oh, see you later, kids.
I
But
think
you
what you're
know
saying,
what
as
I'm saying is like, are we ever really taking a rest day when, um, I mean, I am, you are, but for those people out there who might be in the thick of it and raising like small kids, it might look a
maybe.
little different, you know?
I just think that that's more control on the individual's part than it really is about the kid, the dinner, the husband, the life. It's like I'm the one who's going to do it best, so I have to be everything and do everything. And you and I talk about this all the time. Women, you start asking for help. You're in a partnership for a reason. Your partner is there to take up the slack, to cook dinner every once in a while, to pick up the kids from Taekwondo. Like, it's okay to ask your partner in life for that help. Hey, I just need 2 hours. I need to take a bath. I need to meditate. I need to, like, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so if we could, as women, collectively get comfortable asking for help, I think so many people's lives would change, to be honest with you.
I think you're right, and I think that should be a podcast topic down the road.
Okay.
It's so many women I know can't ask for help. They really struggle with that. I mean, we want the help, but somehow we want people to read our minds and know what we need and offer it as a gift. And gosh, yeah. Yep, I love every bit of that.
Hmm.
You got to speak up.
Well, it sounds like, when you were in the thick of it, as you say, that was something that you didn't do. You didn't ask Jeff for help.
I didn't.
Yeah. And so to be resentful of your partner, neither one of you are going to be happy because there's that underlying tension.
Hmm.
And when we moved here, and cooking, just my whole world expanded with cooking because not only did I finally have the space but the desire and the time to cook more and learn new recipes, but there were still times where I had to do a podcast and go volunteer and blah 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 blah, and I would come home and then still have to cook dinner. So I taught my hubby a couple of recipes, nothing extravagant, but here's how to bake chicken, make a steak, and do this. So can you make dinner tonight?
Hmm.
Has changed the game of my schedule. So when I get home, it's like I get to take a shower, I get to plop my butt on the couch for a few minutes and just like, ah. And that has changed everything for me because I asked for help in just that one area.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That's gonna go on the new goal list. Except I have to say, since he retired, Um, he does help. He does cook. He is putting things away. It's just I still have my work to do because I want it the way I want it, you know? And yeah. Anyway, that again, that's another episode. What do you do when you're looking at your life partner 24 hours a day? So
Well,
so
we
right.
both can relate to that
Oh,
for sure.
yeah, working
I'm
from
like, don't you
home.
don't you need to get the hell out of the apartment for like a
Mhm,
day?
mhm,
Bye, get
mhm,
out.
mhm. Are you feeling like you need a guy's trip? You look like you need to go play golf for the weekend. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I love my husband,
I love
but
mine too, but
yeah,
my time,
mhm.
I to be alone in my apartment, I need it. I
that
love it.
that's totally a day off for me.
Yeah.
Totally. I love just waking up, wearing my pajamas all day, drinking coffee till noon, reading what I want, scrolling if I want, doing some whatever. Anyway, woo, here we
Another
go.
show. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
We can go there. So tell me, what's the perfect day look like for you? If you have a day where you can set everything aside
Mhm.
and it's fall, and I know you love fall.
I
So
was just about to say,
yeah.
it depends on the time of year, but let's just say it's fall, my favorite time. Yes. Oh my God, there is nothing better than getting up late, getting under my orange plaid blankie with my pumpkin spice coffee, watching whatever show I'm binging at the moment by myself, and just having that time before he gets up, before like all the noise starts. Like I, I love that to have that during the fall. Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I get that on Saturdays during the fall because my husband loves football. And a lot of times he'll wake up early on Saturdays, which is I'm usually up before him, but he'll wake up early because he wants to get all the little things done that he has to do so he can just like go be a couch potato and watch football from, whatever, the first kickoff until the end of the night.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's the same for me. I might get up and if he's busy or doing his thing, I'll just move right out to the porch and curl up under a blanket and read or write or do whatever and um, cook. But again, cooking for me is enjoyment. And so that
Mhm.
doesn't feel like a day off. But I'm trying to convince myself to block out on the schedule once a month and take a day that's just for me. Um, like wake up, get ready, go see something that maybe he's not interested in,
Mm.
if it's a field of sunflowers and wander around or whatever the thing is, an antique store or so yeah, that's a goal for me right now. I'd like to
I
find.
love that for you. I used to take myself out on dates in New York City all the time because, it's so easy to do that. And go try a new restaurant I wanted to try, or go see a show I wanted to see. And those days, I didn't realize how much I was teaching myself how to be comfortable in my own skin. But being able to go and just do something by yourself is not only empowering, but it's so fun because then the next time you get together with friends or your hubby, you have something new to talk about. And I mean, it just serves so many different purposes for our well being that I highly recommend that you do that for yourself. And I'm going to make you report back to me. So you have to plan something before September is over. How's that sound?
Okay. Well, Jeff's going out of town for a while, and I think I'm going to jump in the car and take a little drive to
To
visit
Greenville, South Carolina? Okay.
Well, that's a long drive, but I'm setting my scope. I'm like, who could I go visit and just drive there for the day, have lunch, talk, and drive home again. So I'll figure it out. It's a beautiful time of year to jump in the car and listen to a great book or some good music and just be in awe of everything going on. So,
Yeah.
oh, all right. So to wrap this up, or to like be helpful, which we love to do because we are the ultimate in coaching. Um, coaching I don't know what you want to call it. Coaching queens. We've got the way
I
to
like it.
start. We've got the way to start everything. Um, if somebody listening feels like they're just too busy, they can't take a whole day. Maybe they're willing to squeeze in an hour. Where would they start? Where would you tell them to start?
Well, what is the one thing that you associate with doing something that you enjoy? Like you said, there's a whole laundry list of things that I think individual people enjoy. You love to read, you love to cozy up on your porch. I love to go crystal shopping. Like, I mean, there's so many different things people love to do. So pick, again, I always say, start with the one thing. Pick something that you've been kind of like wanting to do for a while. You talk about on my list of some days,
Mm-hmm.
make a list of your some days and pick one and start with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think I like with everything that when I'm coaching people, I always tell them, just take the first step, do your thing. If you don't feel like you can waste, which we know it's not a waste, but you can't give up a whole day, block out that hour. And, if you have to, so you don't lose track of yourself, set a timer for Pete's sakes, but just do something you like, whether it's wander a museum or go to a park or sit and read or, shop. I feel like shopping isn't really just all about you, but but it can be. Like if you're just browsing and you're exploring and it's something that you really love, like crystals or I could get lost in a greenhouse, same sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's good. All right, friend. Well, I'm going to work really hard to catch up. I'm going to try and take at least that one day every week. I'm not jealous. I'm not envious. I guess
Inspired.
inspired by the fact that you guys take your Sunday and just enjoy one another and even your own free time if you do. So, thanks for the chat.
Always. It's always a pleasure talking with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until next week.
Hmm. Next week, when I think, what are we going to talk about next week?
We are going to talk now that we're in the official Burr months, which I just learned that and I think it's super cute. We're going to talk about kind of prepping your body and your mind for those heavy eating holidays before, day of when you're just expected to switch your brain on and off. Let's start talking about it a little earlier.
Yep. I love that. All right, friend. I'll see you next week. And everyone else, if you love this, tell your friends. We would love to make them our friends too.
Yes.
Take care. Bye.